So we're in Westchester, Ohio. Now I'm up in Westchester, Ohio. Little deck system here that we're going to come in, we're going to restore, get encapsulated in Kong, the thick build, the industrial grade protection before old man winter runs in here, right? So what challenges are here with this deck system, right? Well, the beginning signs of fastener corrosion are the big thing. And these are lined out perfect straight. You can see the screw lines in this deck, right? And there's tons of them. Because it's never been properly protected, or because it's been protected with what we call thin residential deck paints and stains that do not cover over fastener entry points. So I believe this deck its whole life has been protected by sealers, which provide zero protection for fasteners, unfortunately. They're starting to get the first signs of fastener corrosion. So we're going to do what we call a red oxide dump into the Kong system to try to stop this. Try to stop this from progressing forward, right? But the big benefits here will be the Kong system will resurface this ungodly gorgeous. I mean, it's going to fill in every crack, all these cracks, all these hairlines. It's going to cover in every single screw entry point in this floor, and it'll be a big thick build film over top of all of this and give this a nice synthetic gorgeous look with extreme water lock protection, extreme UV block, splinter lock technology, mildew guard, all these advanced features that come with Kong. But the big benefit here is we're going to start acting to protect these fasteners so this deck system doesn't rot, right? And we're going to do it with the toughest deck coating available to man today, Kong armor. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing up here in Westchester. You know what? I'm going to call this the short band board deck, because here's the band board in the front. It's pulling away. It's too short, unfortunately, right? Rather than tear this deck system down because of this, we're actually just going to come in with Simpson strong tie straps and go across this and secure this all in here so that this can't pull out any further, right? And it'd be a shame to have to tear that all down to deal with that. So we're going to do what we can to try to secure that so that it doesn't go any further. And look at these. These are beautiful. How they boxed in the post here. You see this? Real pretty. Look like 2x12s or something of that sort. Some real pretty trim down there that they put in. And I believe this is the sealer that they've used to protect this during its life. And yeah, it does okay on verticals and that type of stuff, right? But when you start talking about protecting fasteners, sealers and semi-transparents and these type of things, they cannot get down into the fastener hole, fill it over and cover it over so that water doesn't get to them. They can't do it, and it's unfortunate. I'll tell you, I see a lot of deck owners here lately that have fallen for these sealer companies and these sealer brands that promise them big things, and it's a shame, man, because then we end up having to come in a few years later and actually deal with the destruction and deal with all that stuff that it causes, and it causes a mess. Listen, stain, sealers, all this type of stuff, they're indoor products, guys. They have no shot. And when I'm telling you no shot, I mean absolutely zero shot at protecting your deck system or outdoor structure. Doesn't matter, fence, deck, any of these things. The UV spectrum here in the tri-state will absolutely obliterate them. I don't care what the technology is they tell you that they have. I don't care about any of that. There is no sealer no stain, no semi-transparent that you can stick on your deck system that is going to provide you 1 ounce of protection. The wood and stuff that you guys have, it's fine. It doesn't even need to be protected, if I'm being completely honest with you. It's the fasteners. And everybody gets this wrong. They don't get it, and then unfortunately they end up spending all this money, and they don't act to protect what they were supposed to protect, right? Stay away from that stuff. It's not going to help you. Watch what we do here. Watch what we do here to this deck system. See the actual fastener coverage and understand, now that has a high build film over it, that absolutely stops water from getting to it at all. Because what happens if those fasteners corrode, if they rust and the wood reacts with that, it's ball game. You're buying a new deck system, and that's why we protect decks. That's why, to stop that, right? Stains, sealers, not going to get it done, unfortunately, guys. Okay, don't waste your money on that stuff. I hate to see that. I've had to deal with that already 7, 8, 9 times now this year, where people have bought from sealers and then residential stains and stuff like that from local painters and local companies that are pushing them, and we've had to come in and deal with the mess, and it's been an absolute nightmare. Don't do that to yourself.